Class 6 Social Study, General Social Study Revision, and today we're going to cut across African continent and even beyond the boundary. Today, for the time being, without much ado, we are going to begin the journey all the way from the Cape Bon in Tunisia to Cape Agulhas in South Africa, Cape Verde in West, and to the Rasafun Amagbadafu in Somalia. Because time is of essence, you can see all the way from Morocco, Africa is connected to the Europe by a small 15-kilometer gap called the Strait of the Gibraltar. This Strait of the Gibraltar is from Spain to Morocco. You can catch a glimpse actually, when you are in Morocco, you can catch a glimpse of Spain when in Morocco. And apart from that, Morocco as a country is one of the countries eminently examinable in Class 8. Apart from the small Strait of the Gibraltar, Morocco is also the home to the tourism, like the Fes in Morocco, Marrakech City, Majorelle Botanical Garden in Morocco, the Babas Village, the sandy beaches in Morocco, etc., etc. Atlas Mountain in Morocco is also said, it is very fresh in your mind in Class 7 when they were testing about the formation of the Atlas Mountain, the Fold Mountain to be precise, where we have the syncline, anticline, and the geosyncline lake. All these are formed by the compressional forces when the young rock, sedimentary rock, is forced to bed. Atlas Mountain is therefore a very good example of the Fold Mountain. Coming down, Morocco is very fresh in history, and we can remember in 1984 when the Polisario movement in Morocco, they championed for the withdrawal of Morocco, Western Sahara, from the part of the Morocco. Then all the way from 1984, Western Sahara became independent because this country, they were not happy with the recognition of the Western Sahara to be part of Morocco. So this led a lot of the problems, making the Western Sahara, Morocco rather, to withdraw from the OAU. Coming downward here, we can go to the southern part of the Africa here, to the southern, extremely south. It is graduated 35 degrees south. And up here, Cape Bon, or the Cape Bon, or Cape Tunisia, Cape Blanco, it is graduated at 37 degrees north. And to the west here, we have the Rasafun. It is graduated at 52 degrees east. Then we have to the west here extremely, we have 17 degrees west. All these are the four horns of the African continent. What can we talk about the South Africa? Extremely lowest point. South Africa can also be branded, and we all know it's nicknamed the land of Azania. And the land of Azania, South Africa, it has rich history in it. One of them, you can remember South Africa, the largest producer of the gold in Africa. One of them, you can remember, it's the most developed country in Africa because of the rich mineral resources. One of them, it's the best marine fishing ground because of the convergence of the cold current meeting the warm current in South Africa. That is the main factor that has led South Africa to have the best fishing ground, marine fishing ground precisely. South Africa is known to be the most industrialized and the most developed by extension. South Africa is known to be the land of the African democracy. You all remember the Mandela, you cannot talk about South Africa without Mandela. Then South Africa is also known to be the largest producer of the gold in African continent. Gold is mined, discovered in the year 1884 at Witwatersrand in Johannesburg in the Transvaal province in the Rand region. It was discovered by the Boers. And who are the Boers? Boers are the Dutch farmers. They were coming from the Holland. They discovered the gold in 1884 at a place called the Witwatersrand. And apart from that, South Africa, we can talk about the independence. They got independence in 1994, the meaningful independence by the party called the African National Congress. That the party formed in 1912. And apart from that, South Africa, we can talk about gold mining precisely. The main benefit of the gold mining to South African economy is the development of the infrastructure. And gold in South Africa is mined by the method called the deep shaft method or the underground method. It can also be done by the panning method and also the placer method. When we go from the South Africa, come to the Somalia. Somaliland is a country that has had no peace all the way from 1991, when the President Barry was killed in his palace. You can remember, very fresh in our memory. Then Somalia, questions coming left and right, and probably the center, about Somalia. One of them, the main problem facing the development of the Somalia. Somalia is associated with terrorism. That's the main problem facing the development of Somalia. Number two, Somalia, the main economic activity in Somaliland, it is the livestock keeping. Number three, Somali is dry. 80% mathematically of the drought in Somalia is caused by what? It is caused by the nature of the coastline. We are told that the coastline of Somalia, it is quite straight. And straight can also be called regular coastline. So the main reason why Somalia is dry, if at all you happen to be tested by the examiner, the main cause of the aridity in Somalia is caused by the nature of the coastline. And precisely, coastline is straight, coastline in Somalia. But apart from that, you cannot talk about Somalia and leave about the colonial powers that took the big part of the Somalia. And the formula precisely said it is the FBI. And the FBI is abbreviated as the French and the Britain and the Italy. And the big part of the lion's share of Somalia, it was taken under the leadership of the Italy. They took the big part of the Somalia as a nation. But nonetheless, we have the smallest part taken by the Britain, and then the French took the second largest part of the Somalia. Back to the Somalia. The main kind of the problem causing a lot of the problem in Somalia currently is the menace of the Al-Shabaab. Al-Shabaab is the main kind of the talk of the town in Somalia coast, and also some part of the eastern Somalia and western Somalia, infiltrating to the part of the Kenya. And then today we talk about the terrorism is crippled. Terrorism in Africa have a problem of itself. And the main problem facing the terrorism in Africa is the insecurity, or the terrorism, or the kind of what you call insecurity precisely, if I may say that. Then coming from the Somalia. Somalia is the land for the banana. Between the River Juba and Shibeli, these are the two major permanent rivers in Somalia. And between the two rivers, we are told they are growing banana. The banana is called the sweet dwarf cavendish. This is the sweet banana. It's doing best in irrigation and irrigation. And then apart from that, the problem causing why the Somalian banana is not doing to the perfection, we all know, we still blame the issues of the insecurity. Because insecurity is a problem biting so much deep to the whole of Africa. When you go to the northern part of the Africa, back to the northern part of the Africa, you can remember talking about the climate, Mediterranean climate, all the way from the Libya to the Tunisia, to the Morocco, and to the better part of the Western Africa. All these are the lands of the Mediterranean climate. A climate associated with rain. Rain 700 to 1000. And then temperature, 25 the highest temperature, and then the lowest temperature is 10, making us to have the range of 15 degrees Celsius, the temperature range. And precisely, the range of the temperature is the gap between the high temperature and the lowest temperature. Then we have you can also be asked questions about the wind. The wind blowing to the better part of the northern Africa is called the western wind. That wind is the one responsible for the providence of the rain during the winter.